Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to React Any Made in Abyss. Tonight we are not actually reacting to anything. We're doing tier list. Made in Abyss tier list. So we already did one of these. Actually, we did the first one before season 2 came out, right after Dawn of the Deep Soul. So if you want to like compare and contrast, see how things have evolved, then you can go check that out if you want. Or you can just get the premium updated ultra specs. I'm talking about this one right here, which you're already on. So maybe just stick around. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. But first, okay. So we're doing 2 tier lists. We are going to do a character tier list. So it's like how much does the character bring to the story? And like, I mean that in general, that's pretty much the main criteria. And then the second one, okay. So I don't know what I'm gonna call the second one because I was gonna call it like platonic waifu, right? Because that's what we've been calling it. But it feels really weird to say platonic waifu when there's a character like Itamui in the tier list, right? I mean, like this poor kid has so much trauma. Like I don't want to rank that into that. So you know what? I think we're just gonna cross that bridge when we get there. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. Oh, first let me get changed though. Okay, so let's jump into this tier list. Actually, fun fact, I already recorded this entire thing, but it ended up being an hour and a half. So I'm doing it again. So we're gonna be concise and we're going to bang this out with a capital B. Okay. First, best character tier list. So criteria, character which like brought a lot to the plot. I mean, this is counting kind of the calm slice of life, not slice of life, but like the calmer bits, right? Like their personality can bring a lot to the enjoyment of the story. How much they actually do stuff plot wise, how much like emotional investment they bring, right? There's a lot of stuff like that. And then the second, I already mentioned, I don't know what I'm gonna call the second one. The second one's gonna be more like my personality and like who I am compared to them, right? Like how much I care about them, like emotionally bonded kind of thing. But I don't know, we'll figure out the term there. So starting, this guy, don't know who he is. I freaking don't know. He looks like Habo's like older grandpa brother. I do not care though. This headmaster teacher literally like strips Riko of naked once, and that's all she does. So have fun in trash tier. Oh yeah, I also want to do this. C-A-B. Because honestly, they have very few like bad characters. Like the characters in the show are pretty amazing. So Bonda is hard to rank for me. I mean, he makes for a good, interesting villain that like, or like villain, right? Antagonist. I'm gonna put him in A for now. He's probably gonna make it to S by the time we're through. Just because it's hard to, rank him in a vacuum. Habo is trash. Habo is honestly worse than the headmaster. I don't care about Habo at all. Leader's B tier. We're gonna need another tier, aren't we? I mean, I'm just looking at this and I'm already feeling congested. I don't know. This character's trash. You're just a baby that like exists and gets sick and cool. You're not trash. You're just like cringe. I'm gonna make a C tier. Look at this. Boom. And then I already know if I don't make the colors correct, someone's gonna get tilted. See, there we go. Much better. You're C tier. Because like you don't really add anything to the story, but you don't actively like suck like some of the other characters. I don't know who this character is. Like, I don't know, you're an Orth. Liza, B tier, I guess. Your interactions with Ozen in the flashback were pretty good. But at the same time, you're pretty much just a plot point for Riko to follow. Your like backstory stuff with Reg also it, like doesn't really do anything for me. Maruk beats Eliza. Maruk was really solid for like being a like a slice of life character or whatever. Right? Like he didn't really do anything like super plot heavy. But I mean, Maruk's daily life, gotta put some points on the board for that one. I mean, compared to like Bone Dude, like I'm sorry, Maruk, you just don't do it. But yeah, this is the nurse from the freaking the end of season 1. I watched the recap movie for the end of season 1, like the last 4 episodes. I did the recap movie, so I actually never met this hoe because she wasn't in that. So you go in the hoe and who are you thing. I already know there's gonna be like 7 people telling me, the pink-haired girl is blah blah blah. The nurse, it helps with the birthday sickness, which is actually a big plot point in the manga. Yada yada. I know, I got you. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. I'm not mad. It's just like I know, I'm aware. Okay. Nat, my boy Nat. Nat's B tier. Nat. I honestly want to put Nat above Liza for like a few reasons. If he actually has like a personality and actually fights back against Riko being insane and wanting to jump into the abyss. And serves as like a common man, as like, as a common man. So gotta respect Nat for that. What does Liza do? Liza's just a role. Like she doesn't feel like a character that much to me. She has like the potential to be an S tier at some point. She's just not though. Because she hasn't gotten to do anything. I mean, like, you cannot dare put her in the same tier as Bonda, dude. But am I really about to say Nat? Out of every... No, screw Nat. Nat's better than Leader, but not by a lot. Marduk beats Eliza, though. Prushka is a B tier. She was literally made for one purpose, to, like, turn into a whistle and be a good juice box. And guess what she did? She turned into a whistle and became a good juice box. So, GG. But she was freaking... I don't know. Like... I don't know. We just... It's Prushka. She just kind of comes across as one note. She beats Nat out of plot significance, and, like... I mean, she is the climax of the movie, but I feel like, I don't know, like, if it like, the juice box thing, like, could have happened to any, or, what am I trying to say? Like, she just felt like she got juice box for no reason. I don't know. I don't even care about Prushka. That's the thing. Like, I'm trying to come up with something to say about Prushka, and I'm struggling, because it's just like Prushka. Reg is top tier. Reg is in the highest tier. Reg literally carries the show in like Loki. I don't know if he's like we got some other hitters on the board, right? We got Fopta coming up. We got Nanachi coming up. We got freaking a Balaf, Idam Weko. We got like tons of people coming up. So it's, you know, I'm not saying he's the toppity top. For now though, he's kind of uncontested. Is Fopta in this list? Oh, there she is. Reg though. He's part of the Nanachi MIDI Reg trifecta, right? He's the one that actually does all the work at the end of season 1. That's huge points on the board. That was the peak of maybe the entire show for me, right? He is tied to Fopta in his backstory with Fopta's backstory. Really good. Top, you know, that's some good stuff right there. He's tied to freaking Rico's mom, Liza, potentially. Oh, well, and by potentially, I mean guaranteed, because we see him talking with her in flashbacks. That's a huge thing. He's tied to the other interference units. That's our boy Gabu. I mean, boy's got connections to every single character of significance and also does emotional beats, aka him wailing over Rico. I mean, there's so much there. It's your boy Reg. Yeah, Rico's A tier. I don't know if... I would probably say she's above Bonda, dude. But it's close. Because, like, she's, like... She doesn't really do that many emotional moments that like hit me. She had one emotional moment that absolutely hit me like a garbage truck, but that's because it was the end of season 1 with her and Reg with the scar, right? When she showed him the scar and he was like lamenting like his failure, and then she said it was like proof of their relationship and the bond between them. And that's just such a perfect, adorable thing, and it like highlights their bond. The reason that worked so well though is that because the Reg Rico thing was paralleling the freaking Nanachi MIDI thing because of the way that Reg and Nanachi paralleled each other. That wasn't really Rico. That wasn't Rico doing the heavy lifting. That was my boy Reginald and my boy Nanachi and old. My girl, Nanachi and old. So yeah. I do think she's probably a stronger character than Bondaru though, because like 1, she's the main character. 2, she's tied to Liza. 3, she's the reason anyone's even down here in the first place. 4, she is the call to adventure personified. 5, she is the Star Compass personified. 6, I'm out of numbers. Let's do Shiggy. Shiggy is Shiggy tier, aka C tier. Like, you're better than this trash baby child, but you're not much. This is one of the freaking Seeker Camp people. I do not care about the Seeker Camp people. We always do this same ordering for them too. Woman in front, old man in back. Because you know the woman, by being slightly feminine, is more interesting to me than than the other ones. Rico's dad, cringe, plus L plus ratio. How do I care about? Do I care about this guy? Where do I put him? Probably top of C. He just showed up in like 2 flashbacks. Apparently he do be a chef dough or something. I don't know. He was a black whistle and he's probably dead now. And I don't know. That's about all as far as I got on him. There's not even much to say. He's just he comes across as like house husband, like beta, compared to Liza, who seems like Giga Chad woman. Like, why is he even down here? Like, can I see him do something? Balaf is S tier. Probably. Maybe A. Balaf's really good. Balaf's like a really phenomenal character. I just feel like I didn't see enough of like he felt like he existed in the story. It just wasn't his story as much, right? But I mean, come on. The him prostrating him is prostrate there. Yeah, like kind of him offering himself to Idam to take everything, but then the one thing that wasn't taken was his memories or whatever of Vueko and Idam, which were then given to Fopta. I mean, there's so much going there that you just gotta love. This is the guy that gets stepped on. Honestly, stepped on guy is kind of underrated, and by that I mean bad Garbo. Screw this guy. Gabu, 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 Gabu. Either top of B or bottom of A. Probably top of B. I kind of like, I care about Maruk way more than Gabu. I think I'll let Gabu beat Liza though. I don't really care for Gabu that much. I know there's Gabu lovers out there that are literally like pulling their pitchforks out from under their desk. Don't know how you fit it down there, but like, I mean, what's the guy got? Fopta and Reg banged on his head. That's about all you gotta say for that. Fopta versus Reginald. I mean, she's the top tier for me. She's literally the entire point of season 2, and she's like the personification of the warm darkness. Well, less of the warm darkness and the light within the warm darkness, or however you wanna interpret that, right? But that's like a huge theme of the thing. Gotta respect it. That's our girl Fopta. She's got the best, literally the best, like, calm moments are her and Reg. Her and Reg interacting are the best. They're so funny. I just cannot. And she's adorable, and she's rolling around on his head. Why is she doing that? She's eating rocks. She just, every scene she's in, she kind of steals. It's just like, I feel, I don't, do I even want to say that? There's like, the culmination, like the climax, Fopta felt like, at her, I don't know. I feel like she like most of the time is top tier, but then kind of dropped to like the top of S tier, like fell behind, or maybe right behind Reg. I feel like she slipped from her pedestal a tiny bit in the climax, and like the ending. But I'm still gonna give her the top just because she pops off. This guy's like Bondadude's like Prushka caretaker. Have fun right under Bondadude, I guess. Itamui serves as a kid to get abused. She's more engaging than Rico, right? I mean, I was up in arms over what happened to her. I don't think I'll put her into S though, because at the end of the day, she literally is born to be abused by Wazukyan, basically. So I mean, that kind of sucks, right? I want to do Vueko last. Let me put Vueko on last. Yeah, and I mean, but like, her infertility and the twist of her wanting to birth children, I mean, that's some really juicy stuff. I mean, I gotta put Belaf above her though. Belaf offering himself in repentance for eating her children is too good. Yeah, I'm confident with her there for now. Jirama is trash. I don't know what. Like, and Hollow Jirama, I don't understand why he was in this story. Like, what? It's because they needed a guardian, and freaking Itamui was using Vueko's trauma as like a template in order to create the guardian or whatever, to prove that not only does Vueko reach Itamui, but Itamui reaches Vueko as well. Or like, I flipped it, but not only can Vueko feel Itamui, but Itamui can feel Vueko, blah, 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 blah. I do not care. He's gross. He shouldn't be here. Top of C. Just because at least he has somewhat of a plot significance in that he's showing the bond between Itamui and Vueko in the tower Itamui state. God, I mean, come on, that's something. Ma beats Nat and Leader, loses to Prushka. I know, no, you don't get any continuation on that. Maji Kaja is probably bottom of A. I think he's a really solid bottom of A pick. Great introduction into the Hollow Village, right? He's scary. He's highlighting the desires. He has a really unique desire of like wanting vessels. He gotta go inside, or he gotta vesselize puppeteer. He gotta puppeteer Fopta. Ooh, gotta respect him for that. Does he beat Bondadude? No. Bondadude's just doing too much. The freaking Stockholm Syndrome abuser with Nanachi relationship. That's some really good stuff. The way the Abyss tears apart your humanity, what happens if you overdose on relics, the entire Zoaholic thing. Bondadude's doing too much cool stuff to put Majikaja above him. Majikaja also got that freaking cheetah formation though, and got the baby cradle formation. Baby cradle, cradle of desire, talk about it. And yeah. Beats Ma. That loses to Prushka. Twins. I don't know who these are. Is this looks like manga only material, but like or this is either season 2 stuff that was cut from the anime, something I forgot, or manga only, or something that's in the future that's a spoiler. I don't know. This is the Innkeeper. Okay, you have fun in C tier, I guess. I mean, Top of C tier. I mean, you have a few speaking lines. Pog. You I don't know. That's about it. You're kind of cute, I guess. Midi. Midi's hard. Midi is just so OP just by nature of being related to Nanachi. And then because Nanachi's S tier, I'm just gonna put her up there. I don't know where she is. She might be here, she might be here, she might be here. I don't know. She's in one of those 3 spots. But because Nanachi is so good because of her relationship to Midi. So where do I put Midi if Midi by herself doesn't really do anything? Like, she solely exists to be Nanachi's, like, you know, the thing Nanachi interacts with. I don't want to put her above Bondude because I know people are going to be pissed because Bondude does so much. But, like, if we're talking my emotional investment, then Nanachi, it beats, like, loses to Ida Mui. I almost want to do this. I almost want to do even that. But no, I'm not going to. Ida Mui beats Midi. Because we actually got to see Ida Mui as a human a lot more than we got to see Midi as a human, which I appreciated. And then Midi doesn't even have, like, speaking lines or whatever. I don't know. I might just have to do this. But come on, I'm really going to put Rico and Bondude above Midi? I'm going to put Rico above Bondude? I don't know, man. I'm, like, scanning through my entire brain of every scene with Rico in it. She's just the main character, and she do be cooking, though. But she's kind of what's it called? A psychopath. But, like, a good kind of psychopath, I guess. I don't know, it's complicated. It's not a good look. It's simply not a good look. In, like, a lot of ways, shapes, and forms. Okay, let's just do Moogie Boogie, Shmoogie Woogie, Foogie Doogie. Moogie's what, B tier? Moogie has, like, a decent amount of personality and, like, does stuff in the plot, but I feel like Moogie's just kind of there to pad out, like, hollow ranks a bit. Compared to, like, Gabu, who serves, like, a very, like, specific purpose in, like, relating to Fopta, compared to Liza, who had some good scenes and compares to Rico. Marduk just kind of aced the slice of life section. What am I talking about? Gabu gotta beat Marduk, right? Yeah, Gabu gotta beat Marduk. But Marduk I'm still putting above Liza. Moogie, Prushka. I'm comfortable with Moogie right above Prushka, but right below Liza. Because Prushka just kind of doesn't really, like, I don't know. Prushka only, to me, really does plot significance, but Moogie has none of that, really, but only does, like, personality, and I just gotta lean into, it's Prushka. I've grown on Prushka. Prushka is a whistle. I've grown on her. Fine, Prushka. Ozen. Oh, frick, Ozen. I haven't seen you in, like, 10 years, girl. I mean, what you? You freaking, you introduced how scary white whistles are. You abused Reg and Rico for like 10 minutes. You're just scary. You're strong. You have like a kind of weird relationship with Liza a little bit, but I'll let it slide. I don't know. Freaking, you're not as good as Majikaja. Majikaja's way more interesting, and Midi has way more emotional engagement. You've got to. You're in B. Am I really gonna put her in B? I gotta. Someone's mad. Someone is mad right now. At least one person is mad. Maybe it's you. Gabu versus Ozen. I mean, surely Ozen wins that, right? God, I'm putting her in bottom of A. Just because of the way she pointed Reg's about to blow up arm into Rico's face. That's just cold. This is the guy that this is the guy that comes whenever he makes whistles. Okay. At least you're slightly more engaging than guy that gets stepped on. These are little things that Fopta eats. She bites it just like a Hershey's Kiss, and by that I mean a Snickers bar. Or like, dude, I want some of these in like mozzarella sticks. Like you go to Sonic mozzarella sticks. That's how Fopta was eating it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you were cute, and I guess you made me feel bad whenever Fopta bit into you, so I guess top of C tier. I don't know who these two are. I think they might be white whistles, because I think we got like a flash of like 2 more white whistles at some point, either in, I don't remember when, but somewhere. I'm going to put you in Who Are You, because I don't know anything about y'all, but this looks kind of like a white whistle, this kind of looks like a white whistle. This guy also looks kind of familiar, but I don't know. Wazukyan. Probably right above Ozen. I'm gonna put Wazukan below Majikaja and Midi. I mean, you just don't beat Majikaja in terms of interestingness. Or Midi. You're like Wazukan kind of comes across to me as they did Bone Dude, but again, and throw in prophetic visions. Right? And then he just kind of like, he just kind of dies at the end. Like, I don't understand what he was trying to do. He just kind of perished, you know? He was like, this place sucks. GG on my longing. Turns to salt, freaking, what is that called? It's a biblical reference. Go look it up. Turn to salt biblical reference. There you go. I already typed your Google thing out. But I mean, Wazukan at least chefed up those babies, which Ozen didn't do. So in terms of the horror aspect that he brings, I think I can put him here. Majikaja, though, in terms of just how much I love to see Majikaja whenever Majikaja's on screen, and Majikaja serving as like the introducer to the Hollow Village, I'm gonna give Majikaja the leg up. Vweko's probably S tier. Vweko, I think, is probably right there. I almost want to put her in the top tier. I'm gonna put Irem Yui in this tier as well, actually, just to flesh this out a bit. Because, I mean, Vweko is so good. I mean, am I really going to make my boy Reg slip to S just so Vweko can get in the top? I just love Vweko so much. And she had the strongest emotional beats in all of Season 2. She was, like, consistently engaging in the flashbacks. I mean, she was the main character of the Ganja group, right? Well, this is a weird look. Fopta, Vweko, Nanachi, Reg. Oh, man. It's just these four. These four are in such a weird spot. Oh, man. Am I really going to say Fopta's the best character? Like, Fopta is so good. But I think my love of her that comes from my love of Gremlins might be overstating how valuable she is to the story and, like, the plot and like the addition to it, which is really hard for me to say because I love her so much. But it's like, I don't freaking know. She gets on Reg's head and then starts like moving around like a cat. I love her. What is that wrong? What, there's something wrong with that? I love her platonically. Somebody told me about. I'm not gonna bring that up. No, I'm not gonna bring that up. There's like, there's some weird stuff in the manga, man. There's some weird stuff in the manga. I'm probably gonna read that though. I'm kind of excited for that. At least up to Season 2. I'm not gonna commit. Not yet. Yeah, have fun freaking with a new chapter every 5 months, literally. Okay. Nanachi versus Vweko. Nanachi does more work. Vweko's so good, but Nanachi literally. Nanachi with the blue helmet with the fishing rod with Belaf. Nanachi with Midi. Nanachi with Reg. Nanachi, etc. Nanachi with Bonedu. Nanachi's she's out here. She does this. If Vweko was in the story more, I think Vweko's character has more, like, perhaps some of the most depth and nuance and pog of every character in the show. But for lack of plot relevance, post Ganja Group flashback, she just doesn't really do anything. Literally, she goes into a staircase, gets zapped by the abyss, and then her meeting with Fopta isn't even anything that really impacts Fopta as much as it's just to tie her up. And it kind of pisses me off, honestly. I feel like she literally just walks up the stairs, hollowifies, I'm messing that word up, but Pako Yan throws her down the stairs, she gets grabbed, and then she's just used for an emotional moment as she dies. But, like, Fopta's just like, dang, this sucks, bro. You were here for my mom. But, like, I feel like she and Fopta never really connected in, like, the maternal to maternal way that, like, they should have, right? We're talking Fopta to Irem Yui. Fopta never got to meet Irem Yui, right? She's, like, lacking the mother figure, and she's just, like, this lone feral princess. Vweko could have been that mother figure because she was Irem Yui's mom. So, like, it kind of makes me upset that they never got to interact in that kind of way because Vweko just got hoed, and then it was purely Vweko to Irem Yui in the end of it. She literally says, like, her last things are her looking to Fopta and, like, either thinking or at least suspending disbelief and pretending that Fopta is Irem Yui, to say how much Urumimi changed her and turned her to gold, despite her thinking she's junk, which ties into the whole backstory thing and the City of Gold being the place that even junk can turn to value, aka her entire thing of self-worth. She's such a good character, but she's gone and she didn't get to do anything. Yeah, y'all got me messed up. Okay, Reginald, Fopta, Nanachi. Can I just, like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Is this the coward's way out? To do, like, unsorted? Wow, why is it freaking out? I don't want to sort them. They're all so good in different ways. Nanachi literally has got so much swag and does so much stuff. And she's so smart. She makes so many moves. Reginald is, like, such a great everyman character that is tied to so much mystery and intrigue in the story. Fopta is just, like, thematically a good personification of the themes of season 2, as well as like a character that has to like learn to discover, like discovers themselves and like what they're living for, instead of just without thinking doing the genocide, or not the genocide, but instead of just killing all the hollows like she's always thought. She's kind of coming to the point like, what do I even do about this? You know, that's an entire thing. You gotta respect it. And Vueko is so good. Frick it. Vueko's gotta be not bottom of this. Reg's bottom. Nanachi's, Fopta's top, then Nanachi, then Vueko, then Reg. You could really make a case for Nanachi being the top. These two are so hard. Vueko beats Reg. I'm gonna just say it. Sorry, Reg. Sorry, Reg. But Vueko loses to Nanachi and Fopta, who I would equate as almost equals. I'm gonna give Fopta it just for recency bias. If you want to say I'm wrong because of recency bias, you know what? Fine, you're right. But I'm gonna just have to give it to Fopta for now. I'm just gonna have to. Because, you know what? Fopta is more, I would say, more unique. That's my only argument. If you want to put Nanachi on the top, fine, you win. Honestly, I'm fine with it. And someone's gonna say Nanachi's not top of the list, blah blah blah. Literally timestamp this moment and then send it to him and just say like, say something. I don't know. Make it up. Make up something funny and then attribute it to me. Okay. I'm gonna just glance over this. I don't know if I want to put Rico above Bonda Dude. I think I'm gonna let Rico slide to the top. Dude, some scenes with Rico make me upset. Anytime Rico, like, I saw Rico with the Fopta Vueko stuff, it actually, I think, slightly detracted from it for me. It's like, what are you doing here? This isn't your moment. Reg can be here because Reg's tied to Fopta. Nanachi can be here because Nanachi's had her experience with Midi that is corresponding to the Vueko situation, and Nanachi has a lot of emotional intelligence. Reg does too. The two of these characters have done so much emotional work. They're allowed to be here with Fopta and Vueko. Rico doesn't do that. She's built different. She doesn't need to. She just does her own thing and pogs in the background. She's not in the background. She's just pogging, calling everyone to adventure, amassing her squad, and going to the bottom of the abyss, which is respectable. This is like the grind set tier, right? But like, she's not allowed to enter the emotional moments then. Like, I don't want her to be there. I'm sorry, Rico, but like, you like being, like, if I see you happy or sad, it feels shallow compared to everyone else. So when I'm having a moment with a lot of depth and nuance, I don't want you to be there because you're averaging it in the wrong direction. But also Bonda Dude, a lot of people like lose their minds over Bonda Dude. I mean, I like him, he's in A tier, but he's not like a best character. I think he's just kind of he's a good, solid, like, antagonist villain that like is unique to the story. I really appreciate him for that, but I mean, come on. Irem Yui. Belaf, right? I almost said Rico, but I didn't want to give Rico like that punctual Rico. I don't know if I really want to go through and sort this that much, because it would mostly be just me like being like, which one do I like more, Habbo or the trash woman that spanks freaking Rico? Like, who cares? This is really where we need to do the sorting. Irem to Belaf is kind of tough. I'm gonna give it out to Belaf because Belaf feels more fleshed out as a character, but Irem is still really good. That's why she's an S tier. This is like A and below is like really good, like some like okay stuff or whatever, but like S and above, you have to have a lot of like emotional and like depth thematically for me to like get into it. Where I feel like these characters like Rico and Bonda Dude, like they have like some thematic stuff going on, but it doesn't feel like as nuanced and crazy to me as like this kind of stuff. Okay, next, another tier list now. This is going to be the not waifu, okay, not waifu, because I have to put Irumyuui on this somewhere, okay? And if I was weak in a beta, then you know what I would do? I would make a tier at the bottom for like, oh, I can't rank them because blah 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 blah, like they're too young or whatever. And like, if that's what, like, I don't want to not rank characters, but in a waifu list, you can't rank these characters. It just doesn't feel right. That's why I tried to throw Platonic at it, but that doesn't feel right either at this point. It's just too much for me. So what we're gonna call it is personal emotional investment, top of the pack, best pog. No, too many pogs, no pogs. Personal emotional investment, top of the pack, best. Yeah, that really rolls off the tongue. I think that'll work. Who are you? Trash, get off my screen. So this is where I'm allowed to like care about my personal biases a lot more. Obviously I'm personally biased to like everything. Frick. Screw Bondo, dude. Habo is trash. This woman is trash. Leader is C tier. This guy is just a child. You're only in D tier because you're a child. I don't know who you are. Liza, I mean, you're kind of cute though, so I'd hate to see you get rolled and smoked, but come on. Come on. You beat Leader out. Leader honestly falls. Bondo dude goes right here, because at least if I saw, I don't know. Freaking like that. Maruk is like A. I don't know who you are. Nat is like, honestly, like if I saw Nat get hit by a train versus Liza get hit by a train, I would care a little bit more about Liza, but if I saw Bondo dude get hit by a train, I'd probably laugh, so Bondo dude falls a tier. Nat though, at least you're allowed in C tier. Prushka, you're in the, I mean, I saw everything horrible happen to you, and I didn't really care that much in the moment. I'm gonna be really real with you, because we saw it coming, right? I mean, it's Prushka, and it's Bondo dude. Like, of course Prushka's gonna turn into a juice box. Beats Nat though out of relevance. Am I about to sneeze? I really don't want to sneeze right now. Reg is really, I'm really invested into Reg as a character. Reg is top of the pack easily. Rico is probably B. Yeah, I'm like more, Marduk's not A if Rico's B. Shiggy, top of D. This guy, I literally do not care. This guy, cool, welcome to top of D tier, I guess. Rico's dad. This is a girl at least, so she gets to be in D tier. This guy's trash, garbage, stink. Balaf. Top of B, probably. B for Balaf. Guy that gets stepped on. Gabu. He's a robot, he doesn't care that much. Fopta's a character I'm probably the most... oh man, but Reginald. It's gonna be so hard to rank him again. I'm gonna give it to Fopta for now. You just go with, you beat Bondo dude out. This guy that took care of Prushka actually gets to beat Bondo dude out in the personal investment tier. Irumyuui is like an A. Oh, should I do S, A, B, C? There we go. A for Balaf. This guy garbage. This guy's the worst character for most, like, I want him to die. And he did, so good. Well, man, Juroma, or whatever the guy's name is, I mean, he's probably dead due to time dilation, but like, man didn't get to die a horrible fate that we saw. That's kind of cringe. He just was so horrible to Vueko, and then what? Vueko just escapes and that's it? Come on, tell me Wazukyan like shanked him. Tell me Wazukyan shanked him in the manga. Ma, I mean, you're kind of cute, I guess. Majikaja, probably top of B. What's this thing's name? Menya. Menya is like right above Prushka. Right below Prushka. Definitely beats Nat any day of the week. The twins, don't know who you are. Shopkeeper Watchmaker, like, okay. Midi. Midi's top of A. Yeah, Midi beats... Oh, no. Marduk beats Rico. Am I smoking crack? Marduk is like... Rico is like... She's just built different. She's too built different for me to like emotionally invest into. Marduk, though. Marduk just doing the maid femboy grind. Gotta respect it. Balaf, though, got that emotional depth. And like the whole abuse. You could talk about like how his potential abuse. I mean, he has a huge scar, right? Ties into Vueko, which ties into Irumyuui, and he's like watching their relationship. There's so much good stuff happening there. I might drop Irumyuui a tier, actually. I feel like this S tier is like reserved, but we'll see. Moogie Boogie Schmoogie Woogie. Have fun right below Liza. I'm going to actually give Liza out to Majikaja just because of you're so significant to the plot. I gotta care about you somewhat. Nanachi's top tier. I don't know where, but she's freaking... I don't know where! I don't know. You can make so many arguments for any of these characters being the top. Ozen. You beat Ma. You beat Gabu. You beat Nat. You beat Menya. You probably win to Prushka. Moogie, get out of here. Moogie, you lose to Prushka. What am I smoking? But Ozen beats Majikaja. Ozen beats you. I think Prushka actually... Nah. Prushka loses to Majikaja. Liza beats not Majikaja. Beats Prushka. Ozen beats Majikaja. Loses to Riko. Doesn't climb out of B tier. I'm allowed to say whatever I want. This is my personal... You don't like it? Make your own. Go make your own tier list. And then share it with me. I'm interested. This is the Watch Guy. Watch Guy is gross. Have fun in the bottom tier. You beat Jeremiah, though. Jeroma. The little things that Fopta chewed on. You're cute, I guess. Wait, this is a girl. Girl gets to go top of C tier. Things that Fopta chewed on. Better than Shiggy. And by Shiggy, I mean... No, that is Shiggy. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Wazukyon, you're kind of evil, and I hate you, and you... But at least you kind of have good reasons for what you do somewhat. Oh, Leader beats Boner Dude. And Shiggy. And these things. And... Right there. Leader loses to Gabu. Gabu beats Nat. Leader versus Nat. Nat wins, I guess. Yeah. Fueko. Am I... Okay, none of you get to be in the personal emotional investment top of the pack best here yet. You gotta earn it. Reg and Fueko. Fueko is just so good. But Fopta. Fopta's like my favorite. Let me throw a favorite in here. Personal favorite, emotional investment, top of the pack best here. What if I named it that in like the YouTube chapter thing? Wouldn't that be cool? That would be actually pretty funny. Fopta is my favorite. I think she's just so good. I think. Wait, what did I do for the last one? Did I put Nanachi above Fopta? I don't think I did. Oh, did I? Oh no, I was saying they were equal. I would say that. In, like, character-wise, you can make it, like, you can... Character-wise, maybe Nanachi barely squeaks it out. I'm still going to give it to Fopta, like, on the last tier list. This tier list, Fopta beats Nanachi. Nanachi's still, like, top 5, top 3 material, but Fopta just beats her. For me, you know? Personal favorite, emotional investment. You know how it goes. Voiko versus Reg. Reg wins. Out of nature of being Reg, who is tied to every emotional beat in the story pretty much. He is there and he is like doing some work in. And I love him for it. And he's just like a little beta, but I love him. I love him so much. Nanachi versus Reg. Does Reg win? Wait, I gotta imagine them both getting hit by a train. Oh, but Nanachi smell good, though. If this is like... If it was like I would want to be in a room with them, you know? Then it would probably be like Nanachi, then Fopta, because Nanachi smells good. Then Fopta, because Fopta's like adorable and a beloved. Then Voiko, then Reg. You know? But if it's like, I want to... Like, they're my favorite in the story and I love them and I cherish them, which is kind of what I'm going for here. That's like what platonic waifu kind of is supposed to mean. But why I'm not using the term, because I don't want to put Idom Yui on a tier list that has the word waifu in it, because that just feels wrong. I mean, it already feels weird with, like, Riko and, like, all these characters being, like, 12, because, like, what even is that? But get that out of here. We're not trying to talk about that. We avoided the issue entirely. Fopta. Frickin' Reg. Frickin' you. Who are you? Voiko? Do I prefer Voiko over Nanachi? Yeah. Oh, man, did you feel that? Did you feel so many people just, like, flip? Because, yeah, think about it, though. Come on. Nanachi didn't like get to do crazy emotional work this season. This season, they just did the MIDI thing again. And she got to do it herself instead of having Reg do it, but like that doesn't feel like that big of a deal to me. If you like, you could argue it's a huge deal, and it kind of is. That's why she's still in S tier. But compare that to Vueko, who does so much, so much. You gotta give it to Vueko. Vueko to Irumyuui, Vueko to Fopta, Vueko to just Vueko to Trauma, Vueko to literally suicide. I mean, come on. I care about this hoe so much. I don't even want to call her a hoe. That's how much I care. However, frick it, Reg, you're in third. Are you? Vueko to Reg. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad to try to think about this. Balaf, you beat Midi. Sorry, Midi. Irumyuui beats Balaf, though. In this. Vueko, what are you doing here, girl? I care about you so much, but you just got so hoed, and you just feel so real to me. You feel so real and, like, relatable. And just, like, life hit pain. Life hit pain. Reginald. But Reginald. Nah, Reginald, you fall flat. Nanachi, you beat Reginald. Reginald's bottom of the 4. Nanachi versus Vueko. Recency bias. Gonna have to maybe give it to Vueki. Vueki. Oh, that's kind of disgusting. Come on, man. Nanachi to Vueko. But Nanachi's season 1 material was so good. That was the emotion. That was... Am I gonna say it? Am I gonna say that Nanachi and Reg with Midi was the best part of the entire show, even up to this point? I might say that. I think it was the most powerful emotional beat. Or like emotional beat that wasn't just horror. Because if you want to talk about like emotional beat in any regard, then it would probably be, you know, eating Irumyuui's kids. But yeah. You know what? I think I figured it out. I think Nanachi's like tomboyish personality, or whatever you want to call it, her like personality, like the way she interacts with the world, like doesn't quite align to like my preferences. Where like Fopta exactly hits them on the nose, like the gremlin energy. Like Nanachi's got that like stoic, cold energy, which I like, but I don't love, right? Vueko, though, has the trauma energy, which I am all here for. So I gotta give it to Vueko. I just gotta. Nanachi to Reginald. Reginald is so high because of his ties to everything that's important. Like he himself is really solid, but he's also tied to Nanachi and Fopta, who are above him. So I'm gonna put Nanachi above him. Irumyuui. This poor girl. Is Irumyuui more... Yeah, I would say I'm more invested in Irumyuui than Balaf. Balaf to Midi to what is your name? Maruk. Maruk to Riko. It feels weird to even have Riko in what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th? It feels weird to have Riko in the top 10. But who else am I going to put there? Not Majikaja. Not Ozen. Not Liza. I'm gonna actually give Prushka the win to Liza out of like how much I care, I guess. I'm gonna give Majikaja the win to Ozen as well, I think. Prushka loses to Ozen though. I feel like that's decent. This is tough. Riko to Majikaja. Riko just beats Majikaja. Riko, like, just beats him. She just wins. Marduk wins against Riko, though, and Midi wins against both of them. And then Balaf wins, and then, yeah, okay, I think it's coming to you. I think we're good. I think this is good. I think this is it. Personal favorite emotional investment, top of the pack, best, Fopta. Then Vueko. Then Nanachi. I think Nanachi's emotional beat worked better. Like, it was executed better. Because of the way it tied to Reg and Riko's story. But Vueko's emotional beat more correlated to my soul, right? It like hit me in the, it was like in its essence, right? Was more attached to what, like me. So that's why she's higher. Despite, I think Nanachi's hitting me harder, I think what Vueko stands for is more engaging and like more personal favorite emotional investment, top of the pack best. Good. Okay. Honestly, I think that was good. I think that was some good tier list. Some good tier list making. Like I said though, honestly, you could make an argument for a lot of these characters. Like honestly, this tier list though, you can't make an argument for because it's subjective, right? You can still argue, right? But this is like obviously subjective. First one though, I mean, Nanachi could be top, Reg could be top, Fopta could be top, Vueko could be top. I mean, all of these four are like indisputably, or not indisputably, but like really good. But and it's really easy to kind of twist and turn it so that one of them come out on top. But yeah, that was fun little tier list action. I do think we have an OVA that might come out that's in the rumors, right? Rumors have it. Rumor has it. What's that song? I don't remember that song. But yeah, rumor has it that there's an OVA somewhere for the Made in Abyss thing, so that should be fun to watch. We'll definitely check that out as soon as we can. I'm probably going to I'm gonna read through the entire manga up to season 2's ending, and I'm gonna record myself doing it. If I have anything to say, which I don't know if I will, then I'll make a video on it. I probably will, but tentatively there might be a manga video coming out for Made in Abyss eventually. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Probably soon-ish, but big on the ish there. But yeah, I mean, phenomenal show. This show is really freaking good. Definitely one of the top anime of all time for me that I've watched. I'm not gonna say all time because I haven't watched every anime. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? We're gonna watch every single anime. But yeah, that's all I really got for this tier list. On to the next, whatever it is. But yeah, if you like the video, subscribe if you are new. You know how it goes. I do appreciate you getting all the way to the end here because, you know, not that many people do it. I got the analytics. I can pull up this video like in 10 hours after it comes out, which actually it's going to come out in about an hour and a half if I can render it fast enough. So yeah, in 10 hours, I could pull this up and be like, did you make it to the end? What, 8%? Something like that. It's usually about that much. So if you're here, you're part of the 8%, maybe even 5%. Whoa. So yeah, appreciate you for being here. Hope you enjoyed this. Feel free, honestly, comment. I'm interested to hear what y'all are saying about who your favorites are. And who you think the best characters are and how wrong I am. Because, you know, that's what YouTube comments do. They like talking about how wrong you are. So yeah, that's all I got. Like the video, press all the buttons if you want to, only if you want to. Until then, until next video, that's all I got for you tonight. Peace.